stand?
ये स्टैंड ये वाला स्टैंड.
Okay, it is to the plant.
This also keep. This also. Keep this one. Keep it.
Hare Krishna.
Rubber band something.
Very happy to see you all on a Sunday evening. It's the right time actually.
Mike.
Many of you have come so early also.
Some rubber band is there.
Very happy and so many of you are here. So I am also very delighted to have you introduce. This is Samarth Krsna Prabhu. Haribo. So Prabhu is actually pioneer in corporate youth preaching. So he outreach and he is also director of Gita Life in Madhapur. And he leads many youths in working life. And he is also the lead of corporate youth meetings. And he also leads a team of very young professionals from various corporates, houses like Amazon, D-Law, Wipro, Accenture, Capgemini, various other companies. And for leadership training and education, he also has programs for value enhancement. It is very dire need today in the world. And he also has puts them in schools, colleges, where from young age they can get trained. And Prabhu is also a graduate from corporate management from Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Pune. And Prabhu was also during his college days also he was a very top ranker. And he was also winner of an international academic program at Singapore in 2010. And Prabhu also worked with HR Remedy in India and Sun Technologies. Then later with a strong urge and desire to actually preach or teach the teachings of Bhagavad Gita across the world. So he has joined ISKCON in year 2014. Then he has trained in leadership, management, communications and community development. And Prabhu is also a spiritual mentor and youth counselor. And he has presented various seminars like various colleges like IIIT Hyderabad. He has come to our college, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Mumbai, NIT Warangal, Vasali, STIT Mumbai, Parul University, Vadodara, etc. So many. Recently also he was appointed to serve with the team of devotees in the new temple in Jagannath Puri. New temple is called temple in Jagannath Puri. So with very happy, let us welcome this Samarth Krishna Prabhu. In a traditional way, we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. I am seeing many of you are sitting on behind. A lot of seats are in the front which are empty. All of you guys, please, who are sitting behind, please come in the front. All the front seats should be occupied. Here also, some front seats. Please occupy front.
Not like an ordinary class, I have an auditorium. They can come. And Mango is very cordial and friendly. And he guides also many of the personally many youth.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me here. Feeling very honored and grateful to be amongst all of you. Brilliant, bright faces of IIT Hyderabad. Thank you. So let's begin with a short prayer. You can all fold your palms like this and please repeat after me, okay? Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद. All of you raise your hands both high in the sky and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So when I was invited here, I was told that I have to give a talk on culture shock. I told, what is this topic called? Culture shock. So the first culture shock I got when I saw the venue, I asked, is it a students program or a marriage party? Have I come to the right place? They told, yeah. Just before the program, half an hour back, some marriage party was going on and the marriage seat was still there. So they told, please go and sit. I told, where? They told, the seat. Which seat? The marriage seat. I told, come on. If somebody will see me in this dress sitting on a marriage seat, they will say, Swami ji ka kuch aur vichar lagta hai. So I requested them to kindly change the seat. Like that. Yeah. So I remember my first time I went to Mumbai in the year 2015. I remember in the month of May. So I want to go to our ISKCON temple, which is in Juhu, in Andheri, and I got down at Dadar. So I asked the taxi person, can you drop me to Andheri? And he told me, yes, why not? Only 500 rupees. I told, come on. And somebody else told me, I asked, what's the alternative? So they told, sir, just take a local, only 10 rupees. I thought, come on, 490 rupees I will save. Wow. So I told, yes. So I told, where to find a local? So they told, purchase the ticket from there, and there's the platform, train will come, get in. So I purchased the ticket, I have my bags. Then I was standing there waiting for the train. One train came. I asked, is this the local? Well, yes. And as soon as the train came, so many people crowded the train suddenly. I told, as if somebody has thrown some diamonds inside. Everybody wants to jump inside and loot the diamonds. So I became so afraid, so I didn't get in. So that was a culture shock for me for the first time. And finally, 2-3 times it happened like this. Every time I was missing the train. Finally, one person told me, he was observing me since a long time. He told me, sir, what is the problem? Why are you not getting in? I told, how to get in? He told, I will teach you. So next train came, he took me and we stood very near to a train. As soon as train came, without effort I was inside. I told, I didn't even step in. The people pushed me. Come on, this is India. I told, okay, I came in, but how will I get out now? That was my other anxiety. It was no problem, same thing. Stand near the gate. You will be pushed out. So kind of a culture shock, right? Like that. So once a person, gentleman, he was also traveling in such a local. Not first time, he was going for a job because it's first job, new job. So nicely ironed shirt, pant and briefcase he had. And somehow or other he made his way to enter a local compartment. And it was so heavily crowded, inch by inch he was moving inside. Kadam kadam bada hai ja. Like that. Somehow or other he made his face, he was hanging like this. And he was getting free massage from all sides. Completely pressed. And his face was like this, in front of the other person. And the person standing in front of him was a tall man. He was wearing rings in each finger, hefty fellow wearing a kurta and chewing pan. Whole mouth was red. So when the next station came, there was a little jerk in the train. So he got on him. Immediately this person, he looked in anger towards him. He didn't do it. After some time, second jerk came, and this jerk was more powerful. So in the jerk, this man's shoes went on that person's chappal and crushed his toe. And that man, hefty man with rings and pan, he shouted, "Ah!" And without looking, he gave a tight slap to this boy. Pat! Like that. And the whole train compartment turned towards the scene. आपको तो मालूम है इंडिया में सीन हो जाता तो people get interested. Anyways, people life is so boring. They're looking for some scene. So everybody trying, अरे अभी तो मज़ा आएगा यार. अभी कुछ ये कुछ बोलेगा वो कुछ बोलेगा. कुछ तो टाइम पास फ्री में है कि नहीं? So this person who was slapped, everybody was looking. So this person asked, "Can I ask you a question?" The man got confused. थप्पड़ मारने का क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है. Did you slap me in anger or you slapped me in joke? गुस्से में थप्पड़ मारा या मजाक में थप्पड़ मारा? तो उसको और गुस्सा आ गया. बोले गुस्से में मारा, क्या करेगा? कुछ करेगा क्या? तो ये व्यक्ति बड़ा लंबी स्माइल दे रहा. नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, बस मुझे मजाक पसंद नहीं. And then the whole thing got over like that. So one of my friend who observed this scene, he was saying, yeah, see, this is our culture in India. People have such great amount of tolerance, great amount of perseverance and intelligence, you know, that they know what to do when and what not to do when. Now in a compartment filled with so many people, with a hefty man with so many rings and pan, if you take a panga with him on the train, you got one slap. If you take panga, you will get another. And you cannot do anything. So our Indian culture is so deep rooted. It's not that we Indians, we are timid fellows, fearful fellows, we cannot take action और हम डर के रहते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. But we people know where to not waste time and where to invest time rightly and ऐसे करें, like that. So that was a culture shock for all the people in the compartment. कि ये व्यक्ति को थप्पड़ मिला उसके बाद भी शांत है, कुछ बोला नहीं और मामला वहीं पे खत्म, like that. So friends, आजकल क्या हो रहा है ना, our country is progressing very much, which is very wonderful thing. But you know one thing which we all have to deeply concern about is that while developing in all the areas of life, we have to make sure that we don't leave our roots, right? And our roots are our culture. It's our culture, correct? We don't leave our roots. Just like a tree. A tree, if the tree is rooted nicely, then the tree can grow to any heights, have any number of branches, have any number of fruits. There's no problem at all. But the tree is uprooted, the roots are gone. Then the branches, the fruits, the leaves, the twigs, the greenery, the height, it's all a matter of time it will dry up. Correct? Similarly, to a degree we keep on holding on to our roots of our culture, then the development which we will make will also be great development and we can guide the whole world. Srila Prabhupada ji, as you are seeing here, the founder of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, used to give this famous analogy that India is like a lame man which has no feet but it has vision, the eyes. And the Western world is like a person with a healthy body but blind. So what is the use of a person with a blind, although he has a healthy body? He cannot go anywhere. And a person who has eyes, he knows where to go, but he cannot go because he don't have legs. So how to do? So Prabhupada told, you club together. Let the person with the eyes, but who is lame, sit on the shoulder of the person who has healthy body but no eyes. So the person sitting on the shoulder of the person healthy body, he can guide him. Idhar chalo, udhar jao, right, left, straight, correct? So the person with the healthy body is compared to the West. All the Western technology, Western advancement, Western knowledge, all what we are learning, this, that is compared to the healthy body, but they don't have vision where to go. And India, we may be technologically little backward or economically little backward in comparison to other countries, developed countries, but we have the vision, right? So both when we club together, that's called real progress. Correct or not? Like that. Otherwise it will be very dangerous. Like once people were flying in a plane and the pilot made the announcement. So ladies and gentlemen, there's a good news and a bad news. The good news is we have a safe takeoff and we are running with a speed of 900 kilometers per hour and we are on 36,000 above the sea level and it's very nice weather outside. We hope you are enjoying your journey on the plane. Thank you very much for choosing our airlines. And the bad news is we have lost control and we don't know where we are going. So simply just taking care of the healthy body part, which means the outside environment, the shoots, without taking of the roots, will take us nowhere, right? It will collapse in some time. So therefore, and it's very important, for us to understand how our culture is so glorious, how our culture is so wonderful, so amazing. Nothing can compare to Indian culture. Bharat, right? In fact, the very word Bharat comes from the word Bha. Bha means light. Bha stands for Bhaskar, right? Light. The country which is meant to give light of knowledge to the whole world is called Bharat. And who is the Bharatvasi? Who is Rat, which means one who is engaged in enlightening others, is called a Bharatvasi, right? Like that. So when we talk about culture, what all parameters comes in our mind? Prabhu, my bottle. What all parameters comes in our mind when we talk about culture? No, I have my personal bottle. Okay, no problem, you can find it. So when we talk about culture, so what all parameters comes in our mind when you talk about culture? Let's discuss few of the parameters, right? The immediate thing which comes in my mind about our culture first is food. Food. अरे हमारे देश में जो क्विजाइंस है ना, दुनिया में कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे. You will not find. North, South, East, West. Wherever you go, everywhere there's unique. I went to Odisha for giving a program. Then after the program, a person asked me, Prabhu ji, चलिए आपको खीरा खिलाते हैं. I told खीरा, अरे खीरा वीरा बहुत खाया हमने. I thought he's talking about cucumber. He told, no Prabhu ji, not cucumber. Then he brought one special dish which is condensed milk and there are small, something like rasmalai kind of thing. So what is this? Prabhu ji, खीरा. I told, अच्छा, इसे भी खीरा बोलते हैं. First time I. Then he brought something like cake. I told, this looks like cake, but it looked like a muffin. I told, no Prabhu ji, this is our special dish of Odisha called chena poda. Anybody from Odisha here? You see? What the people will know? Chena poda, खीरा. उनके मुंह में तो पानी आ रहा होगा. प्रभु जी, आज डिनर में है क्या? ऐसे करके. Similarly, you go to any places. कितने नॉर्थ के लोग हैं इधर? मैं नॉर्थ का हूँ. वाह, अरे अपने आलू पराठे और दही कहाँ मिलेगा? So many varieties of parathas, right? And if you go to little Punjab side, then makke di roti or sundas. क्या बात है कि नहीं? Especially my mother is such a perfect cook, Whenever I go home, पूरे साल भर में जितनी भी मेरी भड़ास है सारी निकल जाती. Mother feeds me. She also wants to feed. I come after so many number of days to home, and she cooks very lovingly. So all the wonderful recipes. And especially when I came to South here to Hyderabad, I was surprised with the cuisine. In fact, now South Indian cuisine has become my best favorite. And the names are also so amazing. Pappu. I told Pappu. अरे वो तो मेरे पड़ोसी का नाम था यार. पप्पू क्या है? अरे दाल को पप्पू बोलते हैं. रसम, रस से भरी रसम. मज्जिगा, मजे से पियो. मज्जिगा. साउथ के कितने तेलुगु है ना? मज्जिगा, रसम, ये सब ऐसा कर. Amazing. It is cuisines are simply. On the other hand, I know many people. See, I also travel to US. I have a project in New Jersey and to Canada and Ottawa. So there I go, and when I meet the students there, yeah, thank you. So one of the main things with the students, one of the main reasons many students come in our program is, Prabhu ji, lecture में आप कुछ भी बोलो, प्रसाद मिलेगा ना? एंड में प्रसाद मिलेगा तो आएंगे. If you give प्रसाद, we will come. Because अरे खाने को नहीं मिलता है. You go to a restaurant, and once one devotee went to a restaurant. He was thinking what to eat here, vegetarian. So he saw on the vegetarian menu there was something called lentil soup, and it was $3.50. $3.50 मतलब 18 to 3, around 250 rupees. A lentil soup. And when the lentil soup come, क्या था वो? अरे वो अपना मूंग दाल. He told 250 rupees, $3.50. Come on, फिर से दूसरा मेनू देखा, Mexican beans, वो भी boiled. क्या थे वो? अब अपने राजमा. So people, they really, and in foreign dishes ना, उनके मसाले नहीं होते, spices नहीं होते, तो उतना टेस्टलेस होता है. रिसेंटली हमारे डिवोटी वो 1.5 month का ट्रिप करके आए यूएस में. वो जैसे ही दिल्ली में लैंड करे, सबसे पहले हमारे टेंपल में गए और टेंपल में सुबह ब्रेकफास्ट में छोले भटूरे बने थे. ऐसा दबा के खाया प्रभु जी ने. बोले जान में जान आई, 1.5 महीना कुछ ढंग का खाना ही ऐसा करके हाल है। और अमेरिका में नहीं क्या होता है ना, अब लोगों की लाइफ इतनी बिजी है, सभी लोग काम करते रहते हैं, तो कुकिंग का किसी को टाइम ही नहीं है, केवल एक दिन कुकिंग करते हैं हफ्ते में, ओनली 1 डे दे कुक, संडे। और वो बड़ी क्वांटिटी में कुकिंग करते हैं, कुकिंग करके फ्रिज में रख देते हैं, एवरी डे दे टेक आउट, हीट इन द स्टोव और माइक्रोवेव ओवन, ईट दैट, मतलब बासा खाते, पूरे हफ्ते बासा खाते हैं, फिर संडे को कुकिंग करें। और सब फ्रोजन मिलता है वहाँ पे, फ्रोजन चपाती, फ्रोजन पराठा, फ्रोजन, सब फ्रोजन, आप खा के आप भी फ्रोजन। So like this. So if we see from the food point of view also, which is we can all relate to it very easily, there's no comparison to our culture, right? And especially when we go to our respective homes, when the mother cooks, even if the mother cooks the simplest of the items, simple plain rice और दाल भी माँ ने बनाया ना, तो माँ के हाथ का प्यार कहाँ मिलेगा वेस्ट में यार आपको? हाँ, वेस्ट में तो क्या होता है, बच्चा 14 साल का हुआ तो निकाल देते घर से, गेट आउट, नाउ यू बी स्टैंड ऑन योर ओन फीट। वहाँ मिलता नहीं है। यहाँ पे आप 60 साल के हो जाओ, माँ बूढ़ी है फिर भी बोलेगी बेटा। So that love is there in Indian culture, right? Second aspect of culture we can see is about the festivals and the religious ceremonies in our country. It's amazing. इतने सारे festivals, see कुछ prominent festivals तो दिवाली, होली वो सब जगह होते हैं, but if you go to every state has its own unique festival. ऐसा बोलते हैं कि 9 दिन में 15 फेस्टिवल मनाते हो। Sometimes there are 2 or 3 or 4 festivals in a single day, like that. And every single occasion in life is a festival in India. जैसे हमारे वैदिक कल्चर में संस्कार होते हैं, तो हमारे वैदिक संस्कृति में 40 संस्कार हैं जो व्यक्ति के जन्म से लेकर एंड तक, from his birth till his end, has to be done. Like even before the man and woman conceive a child, there's something called Garbhadhan Sanskar. And after Garbhadhan, when the child takes birth, then Jatakaran Sanskar, right? Then when the child takes the first grains, that's sanskar. When he writes the first letter, that is sanskar. When he takes his first steps, that's sanskar. So many festivals, and keep on celebrating. And when Krsna was there here in this world, so for Krsna na, he used to celebrate every festival. एक बार एक फेस्टिवल मनाया, उसका नाम था उत्थान। क्या था उत्थान फेस्टिवल? कृष्ण छोटे से बेबी थे ना, ऐसे पड़े रहते थे झूले में, तो कृष्ण ऐसे थे लेटे लेटे, एक दिन ऐसे हो गए, कैसे करबट ले ली, दैट्स कॉल्ड उत्थान। सो यशोदा माता नंद महाराज बोले वी शुड हैव अ फेस्टिवल, कृष्णा टर्न। सोचो हमारे कल्चर में टर्निंग के लिए भी फेस्टिवल होता है, दैट्स कॉल्ड उत्थान। सो मेनी फेस्टिवल्स आर देयर लाइक दैट, संस्कार्स। सिमिलरली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट मैरिजेस, हमारे पेरेंट्स के या हमारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के ज़माने में शादी मतलब 10 दिन अभी छुट्टी लेके आ जाओ, और ऐसे कोई छोटे मोटे रिलेटिव नहीं आते थे, दूर दूर के रिश्तेदार, सो मेनी रिलेटिव्स whom you have not seen in your lifetime also they will be visible. हाँ, ये हमारे दादा के लड़के के चाचा के नाना, so many relations you don't know who is who, and the marriage used to go this that, मैरिज सीन में हल्दी, फिर दुर्गा पूजा, फिर गणेश पूजा, फिर ये फिर वो, कितने सारे रस्म होते हैं, एवरी रस्म एड्स टू द फ्लेवर ऑफ द होल सेरेमनी, इज इट नॉट? पर वेस्ट में ऐसा नहीं होता। वेस्ट में क्या, शादी करेगी क्या, चल कोर्ट में जाके तूने साइन मैंने साइन हो गया, और एक हफ्ते बाद वही कोर्ट में जाके डिवोर्स। हाँ, क्या मजा आया, कोई मजा आया, है ना? पर हमारे यहाँ जब मैरिज होती है तो कितना उसमें रंग होता है। अनदर थिंग इज our festivals and religious ceremonies are the programs where a lot of people are fed, like it's said in India, any meeting without eating is cheating. Any gathering where you don't feed prasad is cheating. That's why marriage ceremonies they feed. Marriage में इतने लोगों को बुलाते क्यों हैं? आजकल मामला बिगड़ गया है. Today people don't know why they call to show off हमने कौन से होटल में शादी करी, कितना पैसा खर्च करा. But that's not the main reason. The main reason of inviting people for a marriage ceremony, so many people, is said that so many people will come and give blessings to the couple so that they will have a healthy, happy family life ahead, to attract blessings, right? Like that. So the Vedic culture is a giving culture, not grabbing culture. Like in the pastimes of Krishna's brother was, who knows what the name of Krishna's brother? Balramji. So it was Balramji's birthday, right? Which comes exactly on the day of Raksha Bandhan. So you can very easily remember. Raksha Bandhan means Balramji's birthday. Okay? So every day Krishna used to go in the pastures to herd the cows along with Balramji. But today Balramji didn't came on the Raksha Bandhan day. Why? Because today is his birthday. So what? All friends are going. Why he can't go? Because today his mother Rohini kept him home so that Balram can give charity to the Brahmanas, so that he can feed grass to the cows, because today is his birthday. So on the birthday, people used to do charity. That is Vedic culture. और हमारे बर्तन में क्या होता है? कितने लोगों को बुलाया है? कौन क्या गिफ्ट लेके आएगा? What gift? And somehow that this culture from the West has come. Since childhood we count. What gift he gave? Oh, he just gave me small gift. What gift he gave? He gave big gift. We become very calculated, right? Birthdays, ceremonies, festivals are not a time to take, my dear friends. It's a time to give. Our whole culture is meant about giving. You all will be very happy to know that recently in the Ayodhya Ram temple opening from our ISKCON side, from 22nd January till now it's going on. For 1 month we are feeding every day 10,000 plates of prasadam to pilgrims. Kya karo yaar? So a big team of devotees have gone there. They have set up a big kitchen. If you on the Google or YouTube, you type Ayodhya Mega Kitchen ISKCON, you will get, not now, later. You can see on your leisure, right? Mega Kitchen. And devotees get up early by 4. They chant their rounds, Hare Krishna. 5 o'clock, they're at the kitchen, cooking for 10,000 people. And from morning 10 o'clock, prasadam serving starts, goes till evening 5 o'clock. Anybody can come and they're not just feeding rice or dal. They are chapatis, rice, dal, sabji, sweet. And ISKCON standards of prasadam is anyway very high. So 10,000 plates of prasadam every single day for 1 month. This is Indian culture. Tell me where in the world you will find such a thing. But very systematically and gradually these roots have been taken away from our minds. Like if you have heard about a little bit history of the Indologists who came to India, like when the Britishers want to conquer our country. So first of all, in the beginning, they sent Indologists. Who were Indologists? They were a team of people who want to conquer our country, and they wanted to study our culture so that they can break it. So the team of Indologists was headed by Max Muller, and they all came and they are preaching some other values in India. But our people were so rooted, nobody listened to them. किसी ने उनको भाव नहीं दिया. Then they started thinking, यार क्या करें? How to, break these people's culture? So Max Muller and their team, they went to BHU, Banaras Hindu University, and for 12 years, they studied Sanskrit in great detail and became Sanskrit scholars. And after becoming Sanskrit scholars, they started manipulating our literatures, our scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, which are all in Sanskrit. Because Sanskrit is such a language, for every single word of Sanskrit you can have 5 meanings. That's why you need to go to a Gurukul to learn from Guru what is the exact meaning of this line. Otherwise on your own you cannot learn. Right? So they started making different interpretations. Right? And they also started bringing English education system, Saint School. ये सारे Saint School दिखते ना आज, Saint Mary, Saint Paul, Saint Joseph, ये सब वो लेके आए उस समय. हाँ? और एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी लेके आए, East India Company. Like that. And they slowly started teaching Indians that your culture, the primitive culture, lower culture, backward culture, we are very elevated. Like that they started teaching. And they also invented a theory called as Aryan invasion theory. That the actual Aryans came from Europe. Indians were not Aryans. Like that this brainwashed our culture. Like that. And slowly, even Lord Macaulay, one of the very famous Indologists, when he came to India first time, he travelled the entire country and he wrote a letter to the British government. He told, I travelled to the length and breadth of this country, and to my surprise, I could not even find a single beggar here. Can you imagine India without beggars? That was India. सोने की चिड़िया. वो गाना तो सुना ही होगा ना आपने. मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले उगले हीरे मोती. है कि नहीं? मेरे देश की धरती. So actually that was true. The Britishers took the Kohinoor diamond, ले गए अपने देश से. Everything. That's why when Srila Prabhupada ji went to West, so after preaching in America, he went to London. So reporters came, Swami ji, why have you come to our country? Prabhupada told, see, you people came to our country, and तुम लोग 200 साल हमारी country पे राज किए. 200 years you ruled our country. You took practically everything, but you forgot to take the most important thing. So I just came to give you that, which is our culture. You told Swamiji are Jordar Swamiji. Like that. And these people, they coined a terminology like mythology, this kind of thing. See, the word mythology comes from the English word myth. Then the word myth comes from the Sanskrit word mithya. And the meaning of mithya means मनगढ़ंत, काल्पनिक. So आज आप रामायण से बात करो, महाभारत से बात करो, immediately कोई भी इंडियन की मुंह से निकलेगा अकॉर्डिंग टू इंडियन माइथोलॉजी. ये सबने सीख लिया है. कहाँ से सीख लिया है? ये इनसे सीख लिया है. Actually, this is not mythology. Everything is proven. The whole Dwarka city was found in the ocean, under the ocean, in Gujarat, right? The Lord Ram bridge is found. Many things are coming up like that. So Indologists actually did a lot of damage. Another angle of our culture, if you see now, the Indian management system is very powerful. At the time of American Revolution, क्या हो रहा था? American Revolution में countries were thinking how to increase our productivity. कैसे productivity बढ़ाएं? How to make progress? How to get more profits? So they told, okay, all of you employees, we need your skills. So our head and your hands, because behind the hand there is skill, right? Like many of you are computer science engineers here. So behind your hands is what is there? Skill is there. Any engineer, behind the hands there's skill. So American Revolution, their philosophy of life was, their philosophy of management was, our heads, the leaders were saying, our heads, your hands. But it didn't work long because people were simply coming and they were simply working. And whenever they used to give any suggestions, they said, चुपचाप काम करो, कुछ बोलने का नहीं, हम डिसाइड करेंगे, तुम केवल काम करो, हमारा बुद्धि, तुम्हारी लेबर. This was American philosophy, though the companies could not flourish after a certain time. So the American government sent a team of people from Harvard and Stanford to research in Japan because Japanese companies were flourishing. बोले यार जापान के पास ऐसा क्या है जो हमारे पास नहीं है. So when they went to Japan, what they saw, Japan has a different technique. They have something called as Kaizen technique. Kaizen means they have a more collaborative effort. They say, please don't bring your hands, bring your head also. So our head and your head also, let's combine together. So they used to take suggestions from the employees, from the shop floor people. And in this way, because of the collaborative approach, Japanese company was progressing, making much more profits. So Americans said, yeah, we will also do that. But there was another problem. Too many heads spoils the show. So that was the problem coming there. Then at that time, the whole world was looking towards India. They were saying, यार इन लोगों के पास कुछ ऐसा है. Because इंडिया में उन्होंने क्या देखा? इंडिया में उन्होंने हमारे गुरुकुल सिस्टम को देखा. They saw our गुरुकुल system. What they saw in the गुरुकुल system? बोले यार ये गुरुकुल सिस्टम में गुरु को चेले बनाते हैं, को डिसाइपल्स बनाते हैं, शिष्य बनाते हैं. And the shishya, they give their hands, which means their skills. They give their head, which means their creativity. But more important than that, they give their heart only to Guru. और सबसे बड़ा shock, the biggest culture shock they got is, these disciples don't even take a salary. बोले यार ये मैनेजमेंट अपन ने सीख लिया, बस you will get hand, head and heart. So behind the hand there is skill, behind the head there is creativity. But what is behind the heart? Behind the heart is inspiration. Inspiration. So because the disciple is inspired by the Guru, that's why he gives his life whole and soul for the service of Guru. And how does the disciple is inspired by the Guru? By the pure, pristine, unadulterated, Shuddha character of the Guru. By their character, by their integrity. So that's what makes people. So then, many management guru like Stephen Covey, Daniel Goleman, they started writing many books, 7 Habits and all. Even Stephen Covey here came to ISB, which is in Gachibowli next to our center. He came to give a seminar at ISB. So he told about his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He told, by the way, what's your problem? The problem with you Indians is that I wrote my book based on Bhagavad Gita. But the problem with all of you is you study my book, not the Bhagavad Gita. So that's how. और आप देखिए all the big companies in India on the good position, कौन लोग बैठे हैं वहाँ पे? सारे इंडियन बैठे. And big MNCs and companies, they also want Indians only to come. Because ना वो लोग जानते हैं इन लोगों के पास एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो दुनिया में किसी के पास नहीं है. उन्हें पता है क्या है वो? टॉलरेंस. ये लोगों को आप कितना ही ऐसे करो, फिर भी ज़्यादा कुछ बोलेंगे नहीं. बोलेंगे सर, इतना ही बोलेंगे बस. थोड़ा उनको बोलो एक्सटेंड करो 2 घंटा, है ना, थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा कर लेंगे, ज़्यादा कुछ डिमांड नहीं करेंगे. एंड दैट एंड दे हैव सम टेक्नोलॉजी, यू नो, दिस टेक्नोलॉजी इज ओनली इन आवर कल्चर. कहीं नहीं मिलेगी ये टेक्नोलॉजी. पता कौन सी? जुगाड़ टेक्नोलॉजी. ये इंडियन के पास. आप ट्रेन में जाओ, पंखा काम नहीं कर रहा है ऊपर, क्या करेंगे लोग? वो पीछे से कंगा निकालेगा. हाँ, कंगा लेके हाँ ऐसे करेगा 2-3 बार, ऐसे करेगा, पंखा चल जाएगा. ऐसे करके कई बार कंप्यूटर काम करते करते हैंग हो जाता है, काम करने लगता है. हाँ? अमेरिकन में ऐसा हो जाता है, वो व्यक्ति वो फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाता है. तो ये जुगाड़ टेक्नोलॉजी केवल इंडियंस के पास है और उनको कूल रखती है. कितना ही प्रेसिंग सिचुएशन क्यों ना होना, एकदम कूल रहते हैं हम लोग. और आजकल अलग है, जितना वेस्टर्नाइज हो रहे हैं उतनी चीज़ें दूर जा रही हैं, उतने लोग फ्रस्ट्रेट भी हो रहे हैं, एंजाइटी रिडन भी हो रहे हैं, सुसाइडल थॉट्स भी आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम अपने रूट से दूर जा रहे हैं. जितना रूट को पकड़ के रहेंगे फिर कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ठीक है, अगला एस्पेक्ट देखते हैं कल्चर का, जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है, वो है रिलेशनशिप्स. यार प्रभु जी, आपने तो एकदम मुद्दे पे बात कर दी, एकदम हॉट टॉपिक छेड़ दिया आपने, रिलेशनशिप वाला. यार एकदम हॉट टॉपिक है ये. क्यों? क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा इशू सबको आजकल यही है, प्रभु जी मेरी बनी नहीं. You know, in India, what is the divorce rate in India? 1% of our population. And what is the divorce rate in America? 40%. According to the latest data, like that. Recently, somebody told me one real case, you know. So there was one very rich guy, multi-millionaire. So he was watching television, one particular movie. So he got attracted to one Hollywood actress. This guy was an Indian guy, and he got attracted to a Hollywood actress. And because he was having a lot of money, and पैसा होता था, आपके सोचते मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. So he thought that I want this girl, this lady. So somehow that he got her contact. He contacted her, told, I can marry you immediately. I'm booking a flight for you. Please come. I'm a millionaire. This that. She also thought that चलो अच्छा बकरा मिल गया, like that. So she also flew. She flew to India, you know, and she came and they got married, like that. But just after a few months of their marriage, after enjoying for some time, this man started seeing that this woman has many other connections also. She keeps on talking here on the phone with multiple people, multiple boys here, there. So he didn't like. After all, he's an Indian guy, na? कैसे सहन? प्रभु जी नहीं सहन होता, नहीं कर सकता. हाँ, so he's an Indian guy. He cannot tolerate. So he asked him, hey, how can you do like this? तो फिर उसको क्या लगा? मैं इसको divorce दे दूँगा. Then he decided to give divorce. Now this news reached to the ears of that lady. She thought that I came from my country. Now this fellow want to give me divorce. If he gives me divorce, I will get some small portion of property. No? Because that time that 50% law was not there. So she thought that what is this 50% छोटा मोटा amount? I will finish off this fellow with some gundas. Then the whole property will be mine. So with her influence, she was also a big Hollywood actress, na? So with her influence, she appointed some gundas to finish off her husband, newly husband. And this news reached to the ears of this man that she has appointed some gundas to finish me off. He became fearful. So he also appointed some gundas to finish her off. Like that. And then both husband and wife, they were keeping 4 securities, 2 behind, 2 ahead. And the security was living in the house only. Can you imagine what kind of life it will be? He has 4 security, she has 4 security. Like this they were living. Amazing it is. That's why, you know, this Western culture, when it comes to relationships, it can never go very long last. That's why they say love at first sight, divorce at first fight. Like that. So, another very dangerous thing which is coming to our culture is, nowadays this live-in relationship is very, very prominent. As a girl. Now it may look very cool, it may look very economical, but it has a lot of repercussions attached to it. In America, आपको मालूम है पुलिस, अमेरिकन पुलिस सबसे ज़्यादा किस चीज़ से डरती है? They don't fear the gangsters, they don't fear the mafias or this or that. The greatest thing which the American police fear is any case of love triangle. Because love triangle means one girl, two boys, one boy, two girls. That's called love triangle. You know better than me. So, police fears, because in that, people lose their sense completely. And what they will do, police even don't know. कई बार गुस्से में पुलिस को उड़ाए थे. Yeah, and that's what happened. Because in American culture, it's like, yeah, we'll just live together for some time, we'll enjoy. And then when we don't want, if you have somebody else, just go and live with them. That's their culture. But they don't know they are not dealing with machines. They are dealing with people, and people have emotions. When you stay with someone, when you spend time with someone, you get emotionally attached to that person. You may say that, now we just break up, let's just go. ऐसा नहीं होता है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. So it's a real case, one girl, he was living with one boy. So this boy, he was behind another girl, but that girl didn't like him. So he told, okay, वो नहीं मिल रही, तेरे से काम चलाऊंगा, चल आ जा. So then he started living with her. And after a few months of living together, he got a call from her. He told, I'm free now, please come. So he told to her, I'm going, bye-bye. She told, but, senti mat मारे यार. The point is, and then this girl could not tolerate that. So one fine evening, this girl found this boy and this girl in the market together. She could not tolerate her anger. She was driving a car. She just drove the car over both of them. And not just once. ऐसे मारा. फिर वो लोग पीछे थे. Reverse gear में मारा. फिर like this. पूरा चटनी बना दी. Yeah. Now this girl was an American lady. Just imagine. See, girls are possessive by nature. If an American girl can be so possessive, how much possessive an Indian girl will be? भैया संभाल के यार. So and because this culture is coming to our country, that's why crime is increasing. Therefore, the crime rate in US is very, very high. All American jails are filled of criminals like that. So this is a very, very dangerous kind of culture. And people then, their emotional life becomes completely broken down. They become like zombies. देखो वो बोलते ना हिंदी में, दिल तो कबूतर खाना है जिसमें सबका आना जाना है. तो ऐसा है, कोई आए कोई जाए, कोई लात मार के जाए. So people's life becomes very, and there's no security of relationship. In America, there's a saying that when you go to office, you're not sure whether a job will be there or not. And when you come home, you're not sure whether your wife will be there or not. Crazy American culture, like that. Another aspect of culture we can see is dignity for women. हमारे देश में many times people have the wrong notion that in Indian culture women को बहुत ऑपरेशन करा जाता है, उनको dignity नहीं दिया जाता है. Actually ऐसा नहीं है. See, if you see in God's creation there are 4 main departments, right? Finance department किसके हाथ में है? लक्ष्मी जी. Education department सरस्वती जी. Criminal department दुर्गा. Home ministry श्रीमती राधिका. चारों कौन है? लेडीज है. सारे मेन डिपार्टमेंट भगवान ने उन्हीं को देखे रखे, उनके हाथ में देखे रखे. और क्या चाहिए? हमारे वैदिक कल्चर में जब प्रोसेशंस निकलती थी, whenever procession is there, the people who walk in the front place are all the young kumaris, unmarried girls with kalash on the hand. They used to walk. This means they were given the first position. Behind them the brahmanas used to walk. Even brahmanas were not first the kumaris, like that. And then the women in Indian culture was given the choice of choosing their husband to swayamvar. They can choose. If they don't want, no matter how powerful a person is, if they don't want, they reject. Nobody can force them, like that. Even among the devotees of Lord Krsna, who are the greatest devotees? The gopis of Vrindavan. not anybody else. The gopis of Vrindavan are the greatest devotee of the Lord. And in Indian culture, all the women are treated like mothers. Matravat paradareshu paradraveshu loshtravat atmavat sarvabhuteshu yapashyati sapandita. What's the definition of a knowledgeable, intelligent man? An intelligent man, a person of knowledge, is one who has these three things. One who sees every woman other than one's own wife to be like a mother. That's why our culture is, we address ladies as Mataji, as mothers, not Bahenji. ये बहनजी हमारा कल्चर नहीं है, ये बाद में आया है. एक्चुअल वैदिक कल्चर इज माताजी. मैं क्या होता है ना, आपको तो मालूम ही है, स्कूल कॉलेज में बोलते हैं, वो लड़का क्या बोलता है, देख तू मेरी बहन, हाँ मैं तेरा भाई, ओके या चल राखी बांध. वो लड़की आएगी, राखी बांधेंगे, एंड देन नेक्स्ट ईयर दे डोंट टाई राखी, only 1 year they tie, right? That's why the Bahenji culture is not Indian culture, actual Vedic culture, right? Because बोले this year you are not tying राखी, बोले no, we have some other plans, something else we will tie. So there's a no Bahenji, Mataji. That is Indian culture. And just you see, all the great wars in the history has happened. The war of Mahabharata, the Ramayana, all the great wars are fought because some woman was disrespected. Mahabharata was fought because Draupadi Mata was disrespected. Ramayana war was fought because Sita Mata was disrespected. So much dignity in culture. But American culture is not like this. There, on the name of women empowerment, women liberation, they are actually exploiting the women. Nowadays, to sell even the smallest of the product, they exploit the women. In our times, अभी तो मैं टीवी नहीं देखता हूँ, लेकिन उस समय एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता था मैचो मैन का. मैचो मैन, one woman is going, then somebody attacked her, then one man jumped from the top and she saved the woman, and then they advertise macho man. So they use for, similarly, they have to advertise a bulb also. They will put a poster of a woman advertising a bulb. I don't know what the connection with the bulb and the woman. Similarly, they want to advertise anything. So actually, on the name of freedom, on the name of women empowerment, they're actually exploiting. So this is not our culture. Our culture is one of great respect, like that. Even I've seen our mothers, some guests when they come at home, we have always seen that our father goes and meet them first. Not that, mothers comes outside. Mothers are always inside. Till the time the father calls them and introduces, right? Like that. And the mothers in our homes, they put the wheel because shyness is the ornament for women. It's told like that. So a lot of dignity and respect is given in our culture to women, which is not there in the West. In the West, women are exploited. Everybody looks them with a wrong eye, and they are exploited at the hands, like that. Another very aspect of our culture is, faith on God. It's so natural, ना? हमारे इंडियन ब्लड में भगवान के प्रति श्रद्धा है. इंडिया में आपको कोई एथिस्ट मिलेगा नहीं, बहुत कम एथिस्ट मिलेंगे, और कोई मिलेगा भी ना, वो एक्चुअली ही इज नॉट एथिस्ट. Some bad has happened with him, because of which, like I met a person, he was atheist. No, I was distributing Gita. I don't read these things. I'm an atheist. I told यार तो अपनी जमेगी, हाँ आप एथिस्ट हैं, मैं भगवान को मानने वाला हूँ, आइए बात करते हैं. तो जैसे मैंने बोले नहीं देखो ऐसा नहीं है भाई, भगवान को मानता हूँ और थोड़ा नाराज हूँ, मेरी बीवी ड्राइवर के साथ भाग गई, बच्चे मेरे सुनते नहीं हैं, क्या है भगवान ऐसे. तो इंडिया में ना ऐसा नहीं, भगवान को सबको मालूम है कोई ना कोई है, बट समथिंग रॉन्ग हैपन्स विद पीपल स्टार्ट डाउटिंग, अरे भगवान आप है कि नहीं ऐसे. बट थोड़ा सा स्क्रैच करो, श्रद्धा निकल के आएगी बाहर. Even somebody gives a whole seminar, scientific seminar on how God does not exist. After giving such a seminar, scientific seminar, if you ask an Indian guy, ठीक है, हमने लॉजिकली प्रूव कर दिया तुमको भगवान नाम की कोई चीज नहीं होती, ठीक है, हाँ ठीक तो है, लेकिन कोई तो है. अरे प्रूव किया ना तुमको लॉजिकली, RHS इक्वल टू LHS पूरा लॉजिकली प्रूव किया ना, ये प्रूव ड्यू, देन व्हाई, हाँ कोई तो है. So it's like that. Faith in God is very, very natural. In fact, in our Indian blood, tapasya, austerity is filled. That's why from Indian breed, so many saints comes out. You go to every state, you will find saint. You go to Maharashtra, Sant Tukaram. You go to Karnataka, Purandar Das. You go to Gujarat, Narsi Mehta. और नॉर्थ में तो हमारे कितने साधु संत आए हैं. तो ये संतों का खून हमारे रग में है, तपस्या का खून ये हमारे रग रग में बह रहा है. Like that. And therefore, another aspect of our culture is our aspirations in life. Although now because of Western propaganda, our aspirations are changing, but actually Indian aspirations are what? Even today also, Indian people, their philosophy of life is simple living, high thinking. Not simply living and hardly thinking. Not like that. But simple living and high thinking. That's what is. And what is our ultimate aspiration? हमारे कल्चर में अल्टीमेट एस्पिरेशन क्या बताए? लव एंड सर्विस, सेल्फलेस सर्विस. दैट्स व्हाट Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, who came 500 years before in Bengal, who propagated this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, one day this holy name of Krishna will be spread all over the world. The prediction was fulfilled 500 years later by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ji. One man from India, that too an old man. And Prabhupada ji, when he went to the West, he preached, he made 108 temples in 10 years, traveled the globe 14 times, established 108 Krishna temples. So when he came to India with Western disciples, all Indians were surprised. Swamiji, Indian people in Western people in dhoti kurta, and Western women in saris. So when Prabhupada ji put a pandal program in Mumbai, Kors Maidan, 35,000 people were coming to watch every single day for 10 days. And Prabhupada ji told in that lecture that I am just one man from India, old man. And now you all are so many, and that too young, with fresh body, fresh intelligence. If I could do this much, how much more you could do? Right? We have the greatest treasure to share with the world. But we are like sitting on a gold mine, sitting on a diamond mine, but we are begging for broken pieces of glasses. That is our foolishness. We are going to World Bank, International Monetary Fund, IMF. हम गरीब देश हैं, हमें कुछ दे दो. We are begging. This is foolishness. We are not to beg. We are supposed to give. Right? Like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose message Prabhupada preached, he predicted that one day this culture will spread all over the world. And he told, what is our highest aspiration? So he told, please repeat all of you after me. This is the ultimate aspiration which our Indian culture propagates. Please repeat. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va jagadish kamaye, mama janmani, ishware, bhavata, bhakti, ahetuki, tvai. Very simple. आपको ऐसा लग रहा है पूरी आप तो क्रिसमस का सॉन्ग गा रहे हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है. But this is श्लोक is saying, ना धनम न जनम न सुंदरीम कविताम व जगदीश कामय मम जन्मनि ईश्वरे भवताद भक्ति अहित करे. Oh my dear Lord, I do not want dhan, I do not want wealth, I do not even want followers, I do not even want beautiful men or women to enjoy, I don't even want to become a famous person. Kavitam va. Then what do you want, my dear child? God may ask, do you want liberation? Do you want mukti? Freedom from cycle of birth and death? No! I don't even want that also. Let me take birth after birth again and again. Then what do you want? Mam janmani ishwara. Oh my dear Lord, birth after birth I have only one aspiration. Let me have unflinching, unadulterated, pure, loving devotion unto you. That's the Indian aspiration. Shuddha prem, Shuddha bhakti, completely selfless. And this is the highest standard of happiness. This is the roots from where we are coming. And that's why we can see that the offshoots of roots are seen in our culture. We like to be selfless. यार आप सब लोग दिल पे हाथ रख के बताओ, जब आप लोग किसी बूढ़े व्यक्ति को रोड क्रॉस करने के लिए मदद करते हो, कैसा लगता है? अच्छा लगता है कि नहीं? किसी बेगर को अगर 2 रुपए का कॉइन देते हो या कोई लड्डू देते हो, कैसा लगता है? तो ये हमारे ब्लड में है, इसमें खुशी मिलती है. So, and that's what our spiritual culture teaches. Modern culture teaches to become selfish. You know, I, me, mine. That's modern culture, that's Western culture. But Indian culture teaches to be simple and to have selfless attitude. abundance mentality. Gandhiji said, na, there's enough in this world for everybody's need, but there's not enough even for one man's greed, right? So the more we become lusty, the more we become greedy, the more we will be unhappy, like that. Similarly, we can see from the education point of view, our country is known for education. Vidya ka jagah hai. So it is some statistics I came to know that in our India there are around 1.5 million schools and colleges total, in which there are 8.5 million teachers teaching, who are teaching to around 225 million students. और अगर एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली आप कैलकुलेट करोगे ना, तो हमारे इंडिया के ऊपर जो प्लैनेट है, मतलब एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली वो बृहस्पति का प्लैनेट है, बृहस्पति अर्थात गुरु. तो यहाँ पे एजुकेटेड लोग मिलेंगे ही. यहाँ पे ये ज्ञान का भंडार है, सारा ज्ञान दुनिया में यहीं से जाता है, ऐसे कर. इसलिए हमारे देश में ज्ञान होने की वजह से क्राइम कंपैरेटिवली कम है. अमेरिका क्राइम इज सो हाई, यू नो. इट इज सेड दैट इन इंडिया our population is 1.7 billion. In a population of 1.7 billion, every year on an average there are 5 lakh admissions in jail. How many? 5 lakh jail admissions in a population of 1.7 billion. And in America, whose population is 1/5 of our population, every year on an average jail admissions are 1.8 million. So you can imagine, in a population 1/5 of our population, jail admissions are 3 times more than our country. There are around 2,50,000 rape cases every year in US, around 2,35,000 teenage pregnancy cases in US, around 35,000 murder cases in Mexico alone, and just last year in 2023, 50,000 suicides, recorded cases of suicides, and behind one suicide there are 15 attempts. मतलब 15 लोग अटेम्प्ट करते हैं तो एक सक्सेस होता है. तो 50,000 लोग रिकॉर्डेड सुसाइड है यूएस का लास्ट ईयर. तो 15 से मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, मतलब कितने लोगों ने अटेम्प्ट मारा होगा, लाइक दैट. एनीवे, नाउ टाइम इज शॉर्ट, सो जस्ट टू कंक्लूड, आई लाइक टू से दैट इफ वी कंपेयर लाइक दिस our culture with the Western culture in multiple ways, you will find that the rich heritage we are coming from, it has no comparison to it. But you know, problem आज क्या हो गया है? The problem is, no matter how much we try, we can never become Westerners. आप कैसे ही कपड़े क्यों ना पहन लो, जैसे आजकल लोग पहनते हैं, जीन्स पहनते हैं, टी शर्ट पहनते हैं, थोड़ा यहाँ से फाड़ लेते हैं, यहाँ से फाड़ लेते हैं, नीचे से ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा, चंपू लगता है. He can never look good in that kind of clothes. You know, see, we wear Indian traditional dress is dhoti kurta. क्या बढ़िया. You know, when I used to work in company, they used to have this traditional days. In companies you get traditional. आपको traditional dress पहन के आना है आज. So that day I wore dhoti kurta. चलो यार धोती कुर्ता पहन के जाते हैं. That time I was in white and white I went. So boss तो मेरे को देख के फिदा हो गया. बोले यार आज तेरे से काम नहीं कराऊंगा मैं. मैंने क्यों? क्या दिख रहा है यार, बहुत शुद्ध लग रहा है यार, ऐसे करके. हाँ, तो बॉस पूछा यार बट ठीक है ना, मतलब खुलेगी तो नहीं ना धोती? बोले नहीं सर, एकदम टाइट है, खुलेगी नहीं. बोले नहीं, कभी थोड़ा जल्दी थोड़ा तेज चलना हुआ. नहीं सर, कोई लटक भी जाएगा तो भी नहीं खुलेगी धोती एकदम. हाँ सर बढ़िया है. बोले मेरे को भी ला के देने, बिल्कुल ऐसा करके. वो बोलते यार अनकम्फर्टेबल लगता. अरे बिल्कुल अनकम्फर्टेबल नहीं है सर, एकदम बिंदास है. हमारे फुल्ली वेंटिलेटेड ड्रेस है, सब तरफ से हवा आता है, एकदम बिंदास, राइट, कंफर्टेबली बैठ सकते हैं. सो जस्ट इमेजिन, यू नो, आपके IIT हैदराबाद में सारे लड़के धोती पहन के आए कॉलेज. वाह, सीन ही अलग हो जाएगा यार, है कि नहीं? अरे लेकिन आज क्योंकि हम वेस्टर्नाइज्ड हो गए हैं, है ना, हमें ऐसा स्क्रू कस दिए गए हैं, तो हम सोचते हैं जीन्स पहन के मैं मतलब. Anyways, no problem. But the point is, so actually we Indians can never become westernized, no matter how much you try. You know, because वो आपका blood है, उसमें आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते. तो we can never become fully westernized. And the problem is that we have not remained also completely Indian. तो हम कहीं बीच में लटके हैं. हम आसमान से गिरा कहीं तो अटका. ना ही हम पूरे इंडियन भी रहे अभी, और वेस्टर्न हम कभी बन नहीं सकते, right? So no problem. That's why what we have to remember, as I told, my main point from the lecture, which I told in the beginning only, that whatever now we have adopted from the West, no problem, but let us not leave the roots. And what are the roots? As I told, Andha Pangu Nyay, which Prabhupada gave. Blind men with a healthy body, guided by the man with the vision. And therefore, in our Indian culture, there are so many wonderful literatures like the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. These literatures are not just meant for oldies or religious text which has no meaning today. ऐसा नहीं दोस्तों. इन लिटरेचर्स में इतना गहरे प्रिंसिपल्स दिए ना, सारे मैनेजमेंट गुरु यहीं से निकाल के अपनी बुक लिख रहे हैं, सारे यूट्यूबर्स यहीं से निकाल के अपना यूट्यूब चैनल चला रहे हैं, सारे व्यूज जो उनको मिलते हैं ना, द व्यूज डजंट बिलोंग टू देम, द व्यूज बिलोंग टू भगवद गीता, लॉर्ड कृष्णा. वो कृष्ण का माल चुरा कर अपनी दुकान चला रहे हैं, हाँ, अपना यूट्यूब चैनल चला रहे हैं. नो, एक्चुअल क्रेडिट गोज टू गॉड, टू द सेंट्स हु हैव गिवन. सो ऑल द प्रिंसिपल्स एंड एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ, in all ages, all aspects of life, all things are given in the scriptures. So yes, we are busy with studies, we are busy with job, we are busy with so many things, but the human form of life is specially meant for taking advantage of these literatures to understand what kind of depth of wisdom is given in these literatures, understand them, develop a very sound, profound character based on principles. Then India is already world leading and it will lead further, and India with its culture, with its wisdom of this literature, is the only hope which can save this world in future. And in our ISKCON society, under the guidance of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ji, we are trying to distribute Bhagavad Gita. So you will be very happy to know that by today, from ISKCON, we have distributed more than 50 crore Bhagavad Gitas all over the world. Yeah. So 50 crores of Bhagavad Gita has been distributed, and Bhagavad Gita is today printed in world's every single language. There's a Bhagavad Gita in Urdu, there's a Bhagavad Gita in Arabic, in Persian, and any language you tell. There are Rath Yatras happening all over the world. In Pakistan also, Rath Yatra of Lord Jagannath is happening by the efforts of Srila Prabhupada. So what we have with us and what we can give to the world is very, very amazing, like that. So please hold on to it, and if we lose out this culture, then it is said, it is predicted that by the year 2028, if India don't hold on to its culture, then a lot of problem. By the year 2028, India will be number one in mental health issues among the younger generation, because we are all suffering from identity crisis. जैसे मैंने बोला ना, इंडियंस हम रहे नहीं, वेस्टर्नर्स हम बन नहीं पाएंगे, तो क्या हो रहा है? आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस हो रहा है. हर व्यक्ति सोच रहा है मैं कैसे सक्सेस बनूंगा, हु एम आई, व्हाट इज माय आइडेंटिटी. आजकल क्या है ना, हर व्यक्ति कॉलेज से पास आउट होने के बाद ही सीईओ बनना चाहता है. पता नहीं क्या कल्चर आ रहा है. कॉलेज से पास आउट हुआ नहीं, उससे पहले कंपनी खोल ली और नाम लिख दिया लिंक्डइन पे फाउंडर एंड सीईओ. अभी सक्सेस होगा नहीं होगा, एंड व्हेन दे डोंट गेट सक्सेस और दिस और दैट, एंड सो मच प्रेशर, मेंटल इशू, दे कमिट सुसाइड. जस्ट रिसेंटली सुसाइड इन, व्हाट टू स्पीक, यू नो बेटर देन मी, सुसाइड केसेस में लाइक दैट. So anyways, lot can be said, but thank you all very much for a patient hearing from last almost 50 minutes or so. You all have been hearing so patiently. I hope I didn't bore you, and whatever I spoke today, a little bit I shared some details with you. I hope it will help you, and my simple sincere request will be that in your IIT, there's a group of students in the final year, third year, or some alumni of IIT who are organizing very nice activities like this gathering today. And they're also organizing many seminars. There's a courses on spirituality for modern youths. There are courses like Discover Yourself, Positive Thinker, Self-Manager, Proactive Leader, Personality Development. These kind of courses are there, which are blend of spirituality whose application in the modern times called applied spirituality. So along with your studies, paying good attention to studies, if you simultaneously also try to take out time to attend this kind of programs, then you will benefit a lot. You know, you will get both academics also, spiritual wisdom also. Otherwise, you will only get one. 4 साल आप IIT में रहे तो आपको केवल एक ही चीज मिली, academic wisdom. But if you come for this kind of programs, you will get 2, academic plus spiritual. So how many of you want only one? How many want 2? Yeah. So then you have to keep aiming for this kind of programs, right? My very sincere best wishes for each and every one of you for your bright future ahead. May you do great things in this world and bring great hope and light to the whole world. With this word, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So seeing everybody is completely spellbound by through the complete presentation seen from behind. Many usually youths that are very restless, they immediately their fingers fidgeting into phones and I see many of them completely spellbound. So thank you so much, Prabhu. So Prabhu has highlighted various points. Culture shock. It's actually it's a reverse culture shock for us. Now again re-Indianizing ourselves. So Prabhu has highlighted the principles of simple living and high thinking, and Prabhu also has stated the highest goal of Indian life. The self-reliance. So, and also Prabhu has highlighted the importance of reading literature in our lives. That we can guide, like a railway track, it has two tracks. So one is a education career and another is a spiritual career. So both go in line, then the train goes forward. Otherwise it gets derailed after some time. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. So now we have
yes, so don't worry. There's wonderful dinner feast. After coming immediately, first thing I asked, what's the menu? They told Prabhuji asked the menu ekdam first class. Right. So don't worry, there's powerful menu. But before the menu is a cultural fest, right? So we'll have short kirtan, right? So all of you can get up from your places. You are sitting since a long time. Okay. And all the girls come this side, and all the boys come this side. Okay? Switch. Small announcements, quickly.
Let us welcome Himanshu Prabhu, who was worked as a lieutenant commander for 10 years in Navy and as a 2 years commissions officer, currently working with Amazon. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
See Amazon guy in dhoti kurta. You have kartan? Okay, so we are going to do kirtan. And when I sing, you can fold up arms like this. And then when you sing, you can raise hands like that. Right? And you sing and throw. And then when the kirtan will pick up, you have to jump and dance. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lovely. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. They are Mahatma. I love Mahatma. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. You have to speak Hare Krishna so loudly, the voice should go to campus. Okay? Ready? And all of you have to jump so high. Prabhu does this generally. Yeah. One last time. Last 2-3 mantras I'll sing. You will see. 1, 2. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Thank you very much. Such an amazing participation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, please looking for wonderful dinner program. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please take care of your valuables, your mobile phones, etc. Whatever valuables you brought. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.